day before my work holiday break. And I'm on my way to work, as usual. But this time at like 10 o'clock. So there's like tons of holiday traffic out. I probably should have left the house a little earlier because I wasn't thinking about traffic when I left. I don't really think about much. I just do what I gotta do and leave, and then I'm like, oh, that's what time it is? I need to be better with my time. I know that. I did not do much Christmas shopping this year. I just really wasn't into it, and I'm pretty fucking broke. I'm really stressed out financially. Big time. It's like the most random shit you can think of is like happening. Hold on. Excuse me. For instance, I moved out of house in Moses Lake in 2017, but officially in 2018. Packed all our shit, paid all our last bills. Sorry, my nose ring is crooked. And then was done with that place, right? And then I got a phone call last week from a collections agency saying that I still owe a PUD bill from way back then. And I'm like trying to figure out like, what? Like I do? Like, I don't think I do. I'm pretty sure I paid everything. How come you're just now telling me it's 2021? Like, what the fuck? What took so long for you to get around to me, you know? Anyways, and that's on top of something else that happened earlier this year or last year. I'm not really sure. It's like everything's just like coming at me at once and trying to make sense of it all. And I'm just chopping it up to karma or bad luck or something. I don't know. I have no fucking idea. I gave a car away to a 19-year-old. My son was 20. And we were buying new cars, and we were going to give him one of our old cars, so we were going to give his car away. We found someone and we gave it away. And I'm pretty sure I made sure I didn't go with them to the DMV, which I just kicked myself for. I should have done that so I can be positive. But I did ask, did you get this transferred into your name? And she said, yes, I did. I did that today, right? And I just assumed that that's what had happened because I believe people. And then now I'm getting shit in the mail saying that I owe like $19,000 to some insurance company for a car accident for a car that I don't even own. And so I, of course, contacted her and I'm like, hey, did you actually put this car in your name? Because they're coming after me about a car accident. Did you get into a car accident? She's like, oh yeah, she got into a car accident. And I'm like, okay, this is fucked up. You know, I gave this car for free and now I'm gonna owe like $19,000 for something I did not do, and stupid on me for not making sure for sure that it got transferred. But I'm pretty sure it did because I believe her. But I don't know, maybe I'm just gullible. And she says she keeps getting calls at her house for me. And mind you, I changed my name already, so they're calling for old me, not new me. So it's just not making any sense. So I called the insurance company that the piece of paper says that they're trying to collect money for, or nothing makes any sense. And they're like, yeah, we don't have this on file at all. This car, your name, nothing. You don't owe us anything. But I keep getting this shit in the mail. So I don't know if it's a scam or if it really is, if they're really trying to get money from me. Another thing. I got like this security equipment when I lived in Moses Lake, and the salesperson said I was signing up for 6 months, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that's fair. That's enough for me to decide if I like it or not. And then later, before the 6 months, I was calling to talk about my bill or talk about just canceling the service because I was like, I don't really like it after all. And they told me that I signed a 6-year contract. Like, no, that's bullshit. He said 6 months. And they're like, well, you signed the paperwork. And I'm like, yeah, I signed the paperwork and I didn't read it because I believe the fucker. Right, here I go again, believing people. It's my biggest problem, is putting too much trust that people will be honest with me. Anyways, I'm gonna work on that. So I don't have a lot of friends and don't talk to a lot of people because I don't want to be taken advantage of. Anyways, so years later, 2020 happens, and I'm like, dude, I don't even use the fucking equipment. There's gotta be a way. Like, I live in an apartment now. I don't have a security system. I can't install the security system. Is there any way that I can get out of this? And they're like, no. The best you could do is get it deferred, you know, because of the pandemic. And I'm like, okay, well, fucking defer it, because it's another bill that I can't afford right now. And they do. And then time goes by, and then suddenly I get these text messages saying that I'm past due. And it's the security company. And I call them and I'm like, hey, how can I say I'm like 3 months past due? I thought it was deferred. And they're like, yeah, that ended 3 months ago. I'm like, well, you have my card information on file. You were just taking the money out of my account before. Why weren't you just doing that, you know? Why wouldn't you just let me know when it's up so that I know? And they're like, yeah, we don't do that. You're supposed to keep track of that. So now it's probably like 4 months behind. I don't know, because I can't get around to that on top of the other shit I got going on. And then the icing on the cake for 2021 for me is I'm really good about, you know, register. Well, actually, I don't even have to register for my classes because they automatically register me. I usually have to drop one every quarter because 2 classes is too much, so I only want to do 1, and I've been doing 1 class per quarter for the last year. No problem. I haven't had a problem. And this quarter I added on a residency on top of that, so I'm like, double no problem, right? I'm doing really good. And then I haven't got my financial aid yet. It's like the 4th week into the quarter, and I'm just waiting because I know financial aid takes a while sometimes. Usually they don't disperse till like the 4th week anyways. And I'm just waiting and waiting, and I'm seeing on my account that there's a hold. I'm like, well, that's gotta be wrong. And it's saying there's a hold because I owe $2,300, and I'm like, no, I don't. I have financial aid. Why would I owe money? I've never owed money before. And so I finally, I call financial aid because I'm like, what's going on? You know, why is it saying that I owe money when I have, you know, student loans to pay for this? And they're like, well, because you're only enrolled in 2 credits and you need to be enrolled in 3. And I'm like, why am I only enrolled in 2 credits? I have like 1 class like I've had for the last year, and they're like, well, this class is only 2 credits. And I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to know how many credits it is? I'm not the one enrolling myself. Like, the advisors automatically enroll me, or the system automatically enrolls me. Anyways, apparently it's the 4th week now, so I can't add on a class, and I can't drop a class. Either way, I'm gonna have to fucking pay for it, which really sucks because I can't afford to pay for it. And I was hoping by next quarter I would, you know, apply for my master's and apply for the Student Plus loans, because I'm already, you know, maxed out on that. And now it appears that there's nothing I can do. And so the financial aid is like, well, talk to your advisor to see how you can add a credit. So I'm waiting on an email back to see how I can add a credit. I don't know if that's even fucking possible. You just add a credit. I mean, wouldn't everybody be doing that if that's how it worked? Hey, just give me another credit. What can I do for a credit, you know? I don't know. So, I feel like I'm just falling deeper and deeper into this hole of debt and money I owe to people. And I'm starting to tune out. I'm just like, oh my God. I am like 100% on top of paying all my bills all the time. And, you know, something like this has happened before me, to me before, in like 1999. I know that's a long time from now, but I was like 19 years old and something very similar happened back then, and I just said, fuck it. Fuck it. I'm not paying shit ever again. I'm not ever getting a fucking credit card. And so for like the next 20 years, I didn't get a credit card because I was like, fuck credit. You're gonna get screwed over anyways. But now that I'm an adult, I'm like, okay, I need some credit. I need to open some things. I need to do some things so I can, you know, get somewhere, get a house, shit like that. I'm not rich. I can't afford to buy shit in cash anymore. I used to. But I feel like I'm right back to that fuck it stage. Like, fuck it. Fuck it, fucking fuck it, you know? Fuck it with being nice. Fuck it with credit. Fuck it with even thinking about buying a house. Fuck that. Fuck buying Christmas presents. I got enough shit. People got enough shit too. We all get shit every year. That's enough shit. Fuck it. You know, like, I'm about to say fuck it with school. Just fuck it. So, that's where I'm at today. Fuck it.